My name is Mita, but sometimes I'm Mora. Mita plays with makeup and Mora is a hoarder. Hello. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, comment down below and say hello. Hi. And if you like my content, girl, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out with my channel, or that dislike button. Engagement is engagement, guys, and I invite it all. Guys, make sure you are hitting that notification bell. My upcoming videos usually go off polls that I put in the community chat. So if you don't have your notifications on, you cannot vote on what's the next video can be, and you never know, it might be a video that you want to see, and every vote counts. So definitely hit those notifications so that you can enter the polls when I put them up in the community chat. I have unlocked community chat, so yeah, you get the point, girl. Why are you making me talk so much? Why'd you doing that? So guys, I put up a poll. I will insert it somewhere over here in community chat, and the eyes have it, guys. You guys wanted to see the James Charles palette in action, and this is the look that I created with the James Charles palette. Very unicorn-esque, Miss Thing, because I'm a unicorn. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this is the James Charles palette. This is what it looks like outside of the box. Now, there has been some controversy surrounding this palette, so I want to address that first. I don't want nobody coming for me in the comments, girl. So apparently this does have pigments, and it states here that it does have pressed pigments that are not eye safe. So they still right here, pressed pigments, and then you see the eye crossed out. That means that they're not eye safe. The reason why in the US, and this is just from what I know from just collecting makeup, I didn't do no deep in-depth research, girl, but I've noticed in the US, pigments that stain the eye are usually not considered eye safe. So they will let you know on the palette. Like, I believe the electric palette for Urban Decay also had pressed pigments that they did warn you will stain the eye, not intended for eye use. So it is nice that they put the crossed out eye here, but however, just me personally, guys, I would have liked to seen might stain eye, just, you know, just a little warning. And I think that that's something that should actually be on the palette, not just the box, because how many of you guys keep your box? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something that should have been on the palette, like not deemed safe for the eye, or may cause staining of the eye. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a good heads up for girls who are fair skinned, especially me. My eyes stain very easily, so I will let you guys know if this pink here in the inner corner does stain. I hope it doesn't, but I mean, I already knew that going into the palette, so there was no harm, no foul there. I just think because this happened to me in the past with the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place, it did, the purple stained my eye dramatically, and there were no oils to take it out, girl. I used oil. It took 3 to 4 days for that shit to fade, and there was no warning on the palette. So it's like, if I have a venue to go to tomorrow, I have something to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no warning to let me know, yo, Mita, don't put that eyeshadow this week, wear it next week, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't really doing nothing, Miss Thing, you know? Like, especially for me, guys, because I don't wear eyeshadow every day. I don't wear makeup every day. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to want to put cover up or anything like that, because my face is very sensitive. So, for 90% of the time, I don't wear makeup. So, in the future, it would be nice to see the brands putting that on the actual palette, and just letting us know, you know what I'm saying, may cause staining, you know, no biggie. It's not a big deal, honestly. I think for me, it's just a considerate thing to do, you know, let somebody know that something might stain their eye, you know what I'm saying? You might not be able to chill with your boo for the next 4 days, homie, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would just be some nice thing to know, you know? So I just wanted to address that before I go into this video, and you guys are coming for me in the comments, Miss Thing, James Charles stained the girl's eye, she went on a rant. I seen the rant, I seen everything, I know. However, Me personally, guys, I like this palette. I enjoyed this palette. I think they blend fairly well. I'm not going to go into swatching every single eyeshadow in this palette simply because, girl, are you crazy? I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing. But I will swatch, for the most part, the brights. So I will go into these oranges, the yellow, the green, the blue, the purple, and the pink. And I will go into that on my arm so you guys can see more or less what you're getting with these pressed pigments. Now, let's get into this video, guys. So I'm going to go into that kind of really bright orange. We're going to swatch that right here. And guys, what you have to remember as well, and I'm going to kind of blend that out because it is a pigment, it doesn't go on as smooth. It's something that you have to pack on and kind of build up. So yeah, now I'm going to go into this next kind of deep. This is kind of like a fiery orange. So yeah, guys, there goes that fiery orange there. Next, we have like this pure red. And these are the main ones I wanted to go into because these are the ones that have been getting talked about the most, have been these pigments in the eyeshadow palettes. So those are nice. Again, this one's kind of like in between these two. Next, we have this yellow, which I thought was extremely pigmented on the eyes. But again, this is a pigment, so you have to pack these on. That's why I didn't really want to go into depth with swatches with these, because these are not eyeshadows that you really can tell their performance by swatching. However, it will give you an idea of the vibrancy of the eyeshadows. So next, we're going to go into that blue. As you can see how vibrant.
Ooh, I feel like dancing. Okay. Dancing. Oh.
That blue is. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys here. The vibrancy of these shadows, how vibrant they go on. And most of them, if you pack it on, it will pack a punch. There goes the purple. So you guys can see these pigments are insanely pigmented. Like, it's not even a game. James Charles did not come to play, hunty. No, he did not. Look at this pink. Sickening. So these, for the most part, are the brights in this palette. I think we're missing the green. So let me just go into that green. And this is like a grass green. Then we have like a dark green. So I will show you both of those. Here's the grass green. So, girl, these, oh, this is so pretty. These are pretty. These are pretty. And this is like the dark. Woo!
Jesus Christ.
Yes, girl. Misty. Look how bright these are. I'm kind of living. I am kind of living for these, girl. Yes. Yes. So I love the pigments in this palette. I think they are very vibrant. They do perform fairly well. They do blend fairly well. I did use the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot to put these shadows in my eyes. In my eyes? What? What you say?
What you say?
I did use the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot to pack on the color, and it worked beautifully, you know. I really don't have anything bad to say about this palette, guys. I really enjoyed it. I like it. Besides the fact that I wish the names that came on this paper were actually printed on the palette, would be so great, especially for someone like me who does tutorials and stuff. It was just, it was really a headache having to pick this up, put it down, move it aside, move it this way, move it that, you know. It was really a pain in the ass. So I wish they had the names of the eyeshadows on the palette. And I also wish that the art that was on the box, like James Charles looks so gorgeous in this picture. Like, I love this packaging. It is so beautiful, guys. Like, am I the only one? Like, comment down below, do you think that this should have been on the packaging of the palette? I think so. I'm kind of living for this picture. I really am. And I really wish that they would have put this picture on the palettes. I really do. Like, I'm so mad that they didn't. I think James Charles' face should have been on the actual palette. But then again, this is things we've seen time and time again with Morphe. They've done that with Jaclyn Hill. Now James Charles, you know, I would like to see them change up their packaging. Although it's nice and sleek and pretty, I'd like to see some artwork on the actual palette itself. So yeah. And my other complaint was just not having the warning on the back of the actual palette saying that these eyeshadows might stain the lid. Although there are a lot of pigments out there that do stain the lid, some reds, some pinks, there also are some reds and some pinks that do not stain the eyelid. So if yours has ingredients in it that can potentially stain the eyelid, I just think you should just give a small little warning, fine print down here. Doesn't never hurt nobody, you know, to just say some of the pigments in this eyeshadow palette may stain the lid, just so you know not to make any plans for the next couple of days, because you're gonna have red eyelids. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah guys, so this is my finished makeup look. This is what it looks like, and if you want to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep on watching this thing. Guys, another thing I want to mention is that me and Natalie have swapped birthday gifts. We finally did the swap, and that video will be up Thursday, so stay tuned for that, guys. This was hilarious. Not only that, but this was a huge project, and I really put my whole heart into this project, and I really want you guys to see what I got Natalie, and I want you guys to see what she got me. She also worked very hard on this project, so stay tuned for Thursday, guys. That video will be up Thursday for sure. So I will see you then. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to my face. You guys like the unicorn? Hey guys, so I have primed my eyelid using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. As you guys have heard, it is recommended to use the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot or a eye primer base for these eyeshadows, being that they are pigments, and pigments are funny like that apparently. And let's get into this video. So as you guys can tell, the theme for today is unicorn, so I'm gonna go into this palette and I'm gonna try to get a nice unicorn inspired crease. We're gonna go into canvas. We're going to go into canvas, and we are going to put this all the way on the top of the brow bone as our transition color. So on the top of the crease, we're going to put canvas. Like so, Misty, like so, like so. And then we are going to go into that pinkity pink, pink, pink. I'm sorry guys, this thing, like, it came with this plastic, so I'm trying to tell you guys the names, but I would have much preferred if they would have wrote the names on the actual palette. This is making it very confusing for me. So I'm going into pinkity drinkity, and we're going to use this as a small little transition because I want to go in with that pink on the inner corner. So I can tell you that this color is not coming up, as you can see there. I'm going to try again. Now I know that this is meant to be a small transition color, but let's see if this color is buildable. I'm just going to go ahead and pack that on. So it is a transition color, and I think this is more it's not meant for like blending out the pink. I think it's more meant for like kind of like a transition color, like the first color I used, that's called canvas. So I think that's meant to be more of a transition for people who have pink undertone skin tones. Okay, so now we're going to go into skip. Okay, now let's try this on the inner contour, and I'm just going to go ahead and press that in first, as James Charles did demonstrate pressing these pigments in first and then going ahead and blending them out. So that's what we got so far. Let's see if this is buildable. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to pack that on. Okay, we got some pigment. It's looking nice. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I see it. I see you. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean that brush off. I am going to go ahead and go into this blue here called Playground. You guys what the colors are. So now we're going to go in with Playground, pressing that into my crease like so. So the goal is to get at least 4 colors up here. That's what I'm aiming towards. There is some kick up in this palette, as you can see. It is bleeding a little into that pink. I think the brush may have hit it or whatever. And so that is that. So let's try to build that up a little more. Let's see how this is gonna work. Okay, so we got some pigment. It is building up pretty nicely, guys. It is building up pretty nicely. Now next I want to go in. I am using a color switch as I am putting these colors on. So even though the brush looks like it has color, it does not. Next I'm going to go into that yellow. And I'm going for that kind of unicorn look. I mean, we don't have pastels in this palette, but I am trying to go for that unicorn inspired color range. So that yellow though is fire. That yellow is pigmented. You saw that with one pack on. The other ones took 2 and 3 times to go in. This one was 1. So this is a very, very pigmented yellow, guys. Very pigmented yellow. Okay, so next we are going to go into orange. And I'm gonna use this bright orange called 518. So I'm gonna go into 518 and I'm gonna just stamp this at the edge. That looks really nice. I really like that. So now I want to kind of blend these colors out. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into canvas. And I'm going to try to just blend the edges of these eyeshadows very slowly so that they melt into my brow bone. So kind of like this, just so we don't have any harsh edges of like that. That looks gorgeous. I'm living. Are you living? Because I'm kind of living for this little unicorn moment here, Miss Thing. Okay, so now I am going to get my art brush and I am going to get my concealer. See, now this is the part that's going to be a problem for me because I use my concealer with my art brush to cut my crease. It's just what I've been doing for a long time and I find it easier to cut my crease that way. But now I'm using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Let's see if this glides soft enough where I can get a cut crease. I have very like thin eyelids and it's really hard for me to get a nice cut crease. That's why I use the art brush. And the concealer is just so much it's so like silky, like I don't know how to say it, like the concealer is watery and so it helps me to get that nice cut crease always. With the MAC paint pot, it's not going to be as nice of a cut. You know what I mean? It's going to be jagged along the edges. As you can see there, I'm not getting the best cut. Which might be a problem when trying to achieve this cut crease. So I'm just gonna get more product and see, hopefully I can get this to work. Like, because the soft ochre paint pot is like a thick base. It's not clean. It's like not a clean cut. You know, and this is just what I go through personally when I do my eyes. Like, it's just something that I've always had to deal with when cutting my crease because my eyelids are literally like putty. They're so soft that I have no firmness on my eyelids and they just kind of crumble up. You know what I mean? Like, it just shrivels up and it's hard. So I'm going to use this little flat brush that I got from BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to try to cut with this and see if this actually helps me get a better cut crease. So, wish me luck, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my lid down with my finger and see if this kind of helps me. Just to apply some tightness to the skin so that my lid isn't so soft. Because my lid is literally so soft. It's so hard for me to get a nice cut crease. But I think I nailed it for the most part. I'm not gonna go crazy because I don't want to ruin the work that I've done so far. So now I am going to just blend that out on my lid, like so. So you guys can see, I blended that out nicely. And now we are going to find something nice. So I'm gonna get a flat brush and I am going to see here what I wanna put on my lid. We're gonna use this highlighting shade in the palette and see how this works out for us. Okay. So let's use the highlighting shade. Oh, and that is beautiful. Wow. Wow, that is beautiful. Okay, so that shade is called Face. And this is without this is without Studio Fix Plus. I have this silver glitter liner and it's called Hand Daven. And I love this glitter liner, guys. This thing is fire. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this glitter liner on my eye. This will also help conceal those jagged edges due to the fact that I had to use MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Glitter on the eye, and that looks so pretty, guys. Like really, really, really pretty. Now I'm going to let that dry because I don't want that to get ruined. So I'm gonna get my fan, bust the move, and dry that glitter eye, because glitter is something you want to make sure is dry, girl. Make sure that glitter dry, honey. If not, you're gonna be going through the gigs for days going. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna go into my Glow Cane by the crayon case, and I'm going to run this on the middle of my lid just to make it pop a little more. So there you go. Now we got some popping action. Can you see that pop in the middle there from the Glow Cane? So this is looking really cute, very pretty. That glitter liner is very, very minimal, not taking away from the look, just kind of giving it a, you know, just a little umphy umph umph. You know what I'm saying? Little umphy umph umph. Yeah, kind of like that. Just giving it that little finishing touch. You know what I mean? So now, guys, I am going to go in to that only highlighter shade called Face in the palette, and I'm going to put this on my brow bone. So now, guys, I'm going to do the other eye, put on my face, lashes, liner, and we will do the under eye together here on camera. I will be right back. I am back, so I have completed both eyes, wing liner, eyelashes, foundation on the face, concealage. Now we are going to do the under eye. I'm really feeling like this red orange here, and this is called You're Kidding, and I'm really feeling it. It's like a deep, like a red orange. And I am feeling it, girl. You can see there, really feeling that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that. It's kind of, well, no, actually it is a red. It's You're Kidding. It is red, and it's a true red on the actual eye. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tap into that yellow, and I'm gonna just drag it underneath the red. Kind of melt those two colors together to get a unique color. Does that make sense? Kind of like an orange, but like a burnt fire orange, if you know what I mean. Because that red is very, very pigmented. So as you can see, it's like an orange, kind of yellow, kind of looks like fiery orange. Kind of like what I was going for, you know what I mean? That fiery kind of orange under eye. And I think this definitely does the job. It kind of gives it like that fiery effect. And I'm kind of living for this eye look, not going to lie. Now, we will get some rhinestones. And I will use my tweezers, and we're going to start just applying rhinestones. Just basically wherever the heck we want. Okay guys, so I already have put some bronzer. I've contoured the face. I have added some gemstones on the bottom. And now I want to try out this highlighter on my face with no Fix Plus. I'm just using a small fan brush. Oh, I'm kind of living for that. Yes. Oh, and that just glides on the face effortlessly, Miss Dean. Oh, I see it. Is this my new go-to highlighter? Oh, you know what Morphe should do? They should make this in like a full-size highlighter. No tea, no shade. All girls misbehave. Kind of living for this. Let's see what it's giving the nose. Are you snatching my beak? Yes, she is. She's snatching that beak, girl. Ooh. 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 Girl, now what I want to see is, can I use one of these as a blush? So this one's kind of like an orange. Let's see how this is giving my cheeks. Miss Ding, and I can. Ooh, it's giving me bronzer, very bronzer blush status up in here. And the reason why I need blush, guys, is because I like to melt that that contour into that highlight. Like, I'm not one of those people who skip blush and just have a big ass contour. I've never been about that life. So now I'm gonna just go back over with the highlights just so that they all melt and kind of fuse into each other. And today I will not be setting my face because I will not be keeping this makeup on all day. I will be getting in the shower in a few. So this, of course, was just solely for the purpose of this video today. And I'm thirsty. You want some? Now for the lips. I think for the lips, I want to kind of keep it a little neutral because our eyes are really loud. So I think I'm gonna keep it like a nice, like, this is nice, right? This is pretty. Guys, I gotta say, I'm really feeling Kat Von D's lipstick formula. I've never tried her tube lipsticks like that. I think I have one like trial mini size, but I bought these at TJ Maxx in a 3-pack for $9.99, guys. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Oh, but this is so nice on the lips. I really love it, and I love the way it complements this hair makeup look. So yeah, what I am gonna put is some Studio Fix Plus just so I can melt those powders into the face, because I'm not wearing this all night. Oh girl, this face is beat, Miss Thing. I did that, James Charles. Hell yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Woo, Miss Thing. Oh yes, honey, honey, honey. Woo. Okay. So I am going to come up close, Miss Thing, so you can get a good look at this eye and what she is giving. Yes. Hi. a look. And this face is giving scandalo, Miss Thing. It looks so silky of the smooth. Right, Coolio? Look, Coolio's in the house, guys. Coolio's in the house. Coolio's in the house. Coolio came for my unboxing. Me and Natalie did our swap. Stay tuned, guys, for Thursday's video so you can see that swap, Miss Thing, because I know you're going to feel it. I know you're going to feel it. So I am giving unicorn realness, Miss Thing. So guys, I hope you like this look. This is my creation using the James Charles palette. And if you'd like to see some more looks on this palette next week, I will do so, okay? I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.